Hello, everybody. You all must remember that the shaping of a person's character is not only influenced by the company they keep, but also by the company they avoid. Okay, so you first have to determine which company you have to keep and which company you have to avoid. Okay, whether you want to become a winner or whether you want to become a loser. So, with this is actually a continuation of discussion from our earlier video where we determined or we just discussed that which type of company you should keep and which type of company you should avoid. So we should start today's work. The first word for today is drab. D-R-A-B. Drab means dull, lacking color or cheerless. Example: the Dutch woman's drab winter coat contrasted with the distinctive, colorful native costume she wore beneath it. The cloths made of khadi are drab in appearance. Next word is dregs. D-R-E-G-S. Dregs means sediments, worthless residue of an endeavor. Example: David poured the wine carefully to avoid stirring up the dregs. When you wash the coffee maker, be sure to empty the dregs at the bottom of the pot. Mother Teresa worked tirelessly to help India's poorest citizens. Many considered those she loved to be the dregs of the society. Next word is droll. D-R-O-L-L. Droll means queer and amusing. Queer means strange or odd. So if something is strange and amusing or odd and amusing, we call it as a droll. Example: he was a popular guest because his droll anecdotes were always entertaining. Another example: his droll humor seemed to please the crowd immensely. Next word is drone. D-R-O-N-E. Drone means idle person. Drone is male B. Example: content to let his wife support him, the would-be writer was in reality nothing but a drone. Drone also means talk bully. Sorry. Drone also means to buzz or murmur like a bee. Talk in a dull way. Example: on a gorgeous day, who wants to be stuck in a classroom listening to the teacher's drone? Next word is dross. D-R-O-S-S. Dross means waste matter, worthless impurities. Example: many methods have been devised to separate the valuable metal from the dross. All I have is dross in my pocket. Next word is drudgery. D-R-U-D-G-E-R-Y. Drudgery means menial work. Example: Cinderella's fairy godmother rescued her from a life of drudgery. Another example: I don't consider it drudgery to prepare meals every day because I love good food and cooking. Next word is dubious. Dubious. Dubious means doubtful. Example: he has the dubious distinction of being the lowest man in this class. Next example: he has been in jail twice. He has a dubious record indeed. We cannot give him a job. The jury could not come to a verdict. What one found uncertain, the other found dubious or downright false. Next word is ductility. Ductility means malleability, flexibility, ability to be drawn out. Example: copper wire has many industrial uses because of its extreme ductility. Unlike glass, most metals are ductile, so when dropped, they will not break. Next word is dulcet. Dulcet. Dulcet means sweet sounding, pleasing to the ear. Example: the dulcet sounds of the birds at dawn were soon drowned out by the roar of traffic passing our motel. Next word is dupe. Dupe. Dupe means someone easily fooled. Example: a criminal tried to dupe him into helping with a crime. The young boy had been duped in his uncle's scheme. Next word is duplicity. Duplicity. Duplicity means double dealing, hypocrisy. Example: people were shocked and dismayed when they learned of his duplicity in this affair, as he had always seemed honest and straightforward. Another example: I interviewed the witness for over an hour and I didn't sense any duplicity in his statements. Next word is duress. Duress. Duress means forcible restraint, especially unlawful. Example: the hostages were held under duress until the prisoners' demands were met. Next another example: the students were not allowed to enter the exam. Their candidature was held in duress because they had not filled the examination fees. Next word is dutiful. Dutiful. Dutiful means respectful, obedient. Example: the dutiful child grew up to be a conscientious adult, aware of his uh, aware of his civic obligations. Next word is another example for dutiful. Do not confuse dutiful to sycophantic attitude. The two are different. Next word is dwindle. DWINDLE. Dwindle means shrink, reduce. Example: they spent so much money that their funds dwindled to nothing. If you do not update your your skills will dwindle and soon you will lose them. Next word is dynamic. DYNAMIC. Dynamic means active, efficient. Example: a dynamic government is necessary to meet the demands of a changing society. Abraham Lincoln was a dynamic leader. Next word is dyspeptic. DYSPEPTIC. Now dyspeptic is actually formed by etymological construction. Peptic gland is our liver. Liver is a peptic gland. It secretes a hormone called peptone. Whenever the secretion of peptone is inadequate, the digestion is affected. So dysfunctioning of peptone secretion is the cause of indigestion. So dyspeptic actually means suffering from indigestion. Example: all the talk about rich food made him feel dyspeptic. His chronic jaundice has left him dyspeptic. Next word is earthy. EARTHY. Earthy means unrefined, coarse. Example: his earthy remarks were often embarrassed the women in the audience. His earthy remarks often embarrassed the women in the audience. His earthy approach towards the problem made it difficult to solve it. Next word is ebb. EBB. Ebb means recede, lessen. Example: his fortunes began to ebb during the recession. If you do not work to increase your hereditary fortune, it will ebb and you will soon become penniless. Next word is ebullient. EBULLIENT. Ebullient means showing excitement, overflowing with enthusiasm. Example: his ebullient nature could not be repressed. His ebullient nature makes him a natural leader. Next word is eccentric. ECCENTRIC. Eccentric means odd, whimsical. Example: the comet passed close by the Earth in its eccentric orbit. Planets travel in eccentric orbits. Next word is eccentricity. ECCENTRICITY. Eccentricity means oddity. Idiosyncrasies. Idiosyncrasies actually are special talents which are not found in everyone. So eccentricity can be a positive word also. It means idiosyncrasies. Example: Some of his friends tried to account for his rudeness to strangers as the eccentricity of genius. He achieved success because of his eccentricity. Next word is ecclesiastic. Ecclesiastic. Ecclesiastic means pertaining to the church. Example: the minister donned his ecclesiastic garb and walked to the pulpit. Ecclesiastic society worked out a list for probable archbishops. Next word is eclectic. Eclectic. Eclectic means selective, composed of elements drawn from disparate sources. Example: his style of interior decoration was eclectic. Bits and pieces of furnishings from widely divergent periods is strikingly juxtaposed to create a unique color. Juxtaposed means put side by side. Next word is eclipse. Eclipse. Eclipse means darken. Eclipse also means extinguish. Extinguish. Eclipse also means to surpass. Example: the new stock market high eclipsed the previous record set in 1895. During eclipse, during lunar eclipse, the sky is dark. Next word is ecologist. Ecologist. Ecologist means a person concerned with the interrelationship between living organisms and their environment. Example: the ecologist was concerned that the new dam would upset the natural balance of the creatures living in Glen Canyon. Charles Darwin was an ecologist who put forth the theory of natural selection. Next word is economy. Economy. Economy means efficiency of efficiency of using something or conciseness in using something. Example: reading the epigrams of Pope, I admire the economy of his verse. In few words, he conveys words of meanings. Pressy writing, which is a part of civil services, requires or tests the economy of word usage of the candidates. Next word is ecstasy. Ecstasy. Ecstasy means rapture of joy, any overpowering emotion. Example: the announcement that the war had ended brought on an ecstasy that resulted in many uncontrolled celebrations. The declaration of result caused a sense of ecstasy to John because he was the topper. Next word is eddy. EDDY. Eddy means swirling current of water, air, etc. Example: the water in the tide pool was still except for an occasional eddy. In oceans, waves create eddies in different directions. Next word is edify. EDFY. Edify means instruct, correct morally. Example: although his purpose was to edify and not to entertain his audience, many of his listeners were amused and not enlightened. Many education revolutionists wanted to incorporate moral science classes in the school curriculum, hoping that it will edify the conduct of individuals. Next word is airy. EERIE. Airy means weird. Example: in that airy setting, it was easy to believe in ghosts and other supernatural beings. Next word is efface. EFFACE. Efface means rub out. Example: the coin had been handled so many times that its date had been effaced. Ancient sculptures get effaced because of extreme environmental conditions they have faced over the years. Next word is effectual. EFFECTUAL. Effectual means efficient. Example: if we are to succeed, we must seek effectual means of securing our goals. Next word is effeminate. EFFEMINATE. Effeminate means having womanly traits. Effeminate is actually again constructed with etymological roots. Feminine means female. So effeminate means having womanly traits. Example: his voice was highly pitched and effeminate. Next word is effervescence. EFFERVSCENCE. Effervescence means inner excitement, exuberance. Example: nothing depressed her for long. Her natural effervescence soon reasserted herself. Okay, so this was the last word. Thank you.